Hey, sorry guys. I'm with myself right now. Here we again. Okay, now I'm back. Not right now. Morning, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, y'all. It's not the most suitable plan, but again. So I'll be honest. It's not the most suitable plan, but I can't keep doing this hotel back and forth shit. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. So, as Kyle offered before, I'm just gonna accept the offer and go back there because I can't keep wondering where I'm gonna go every night. Just gonna be honest with y'all. I can't do it. Can't keep going back and forth. I'm not getting to sleep until after 4 in the morning. So, it doesn't matter. It's not your guys' choice, it's mine. Yeah, it does. What options do I have? Yeah. Guys, I don't have the money to get 5 hours away. It'd be a lot easier to try to come up with the money to get, an hour or two away than 5 hours away. No, his family's not mad. They wanted me to come back from day one. But, I'll be honest, I'm so worried about what y'all think about it, I haven't done it. But it's not good for my mental health being by myself, and I'm not, Johnny. I'm not. Yeah, I'll be honest, I really can't keep doing this. Either you're going to be here to support me along the way, or you're not going to be here at all. And I'm not going to beg you to stay around. Now, does it mean me and him are going to get back together right away? No. Because I told him I want to work on myself. And it's not good for my mental health to be by myself. So, I'm trying to do what's best for me and my mental health and take that as an option. I need to be closer to where my doctors are as well. So, they're going to come get me. You just got to come up with gas money. It's a lot easier to come up with gas money to get to where he's at than, 5 hours away. No, he hasn't, Samantha. Yeah. I don't know. He didn't tell me. I said I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about it. Well, Kyle cleaned the bedroom last night. It looks good. The rest of the house is going to need clean. Which I don't mind doing because I'm going to refuse to live in filth. So, Yeah, I have Facebook Pay. I just don't like my Facebook being out there. And if we do get back together, that is our choice later on down the road. No, I'm not still dancing. Austin, stop asking the same question. I've said that 3 different times. I'm not trying to be mean. The house. Like I told him, I gotta protect my heart, so. I'm not. Well, it's either people are going to be here for the long run, Nina. I'm not trying to be mean. Or they're not going to be here at all. People's got to understand being by myself is not good for my mental health. Or my health issues to begin with. You know, I gotta have, as much as I hate to say it, I gotta have someone around me. I can't keep doing this, being by myself, because I'm freaking my own self out and I'm not getting back until, not getting up until 4 or 5 in the morning. Or going to bed until 4 or 5 in the morning. Okay, then since it's not, this is not a good idea, then what's another option you guys got? What's your guys' other option? Since you guys decided to decipher my life, come on, give me some other ideas. Besides a hotel, besides a shelter, because that's just not working. Because I can't afford to stay in a hotel room. And I'm tired of coming on here and asking. So. Yeah, but I don't know these people on here. I'm not just gonna jump and live with some random person off the fucking internet like I did the last time. And look where it landed me. I'm not doing it. Like I've done explained, there's no... if you're gonna text me on TikTok, I won't be able to answer it. Exactly my point, Court. That is exactly my point. Thank you for someone who sent 10. I appreciate it. No, I don't think you guys do understand the reason why I don't like being alone. I'm not going to sit on here and explain it. Y'all going to sit here and think I'm fucking crazy, but I don't think y'all really do understand.
I'm not trying to be your friend here, girl. If you think Kyle is your only option at this point, honey, you have mental health and you need to work on it. You need to fix yourself before you can ask people to fix you. And I know you know all this. You've been to the cycle. My child has severe mental illness. It's not something to play with. And you were not happy in that situation. That situation, I know being in the hospital sucks ass. My child has been there, and it sucks ass for everybody around you. But you need to take time to figure out what you need to do. Stop bouncing from house to house, situation to situation, because you end up repeating the cycle. And you know, I talk shit about you because you repeat your cycle. And I'm not here as a friend, I'm here as a mental health mother. And I'm not trying to be your mama. I'm not trying to be anything to you. What I'm saying is it really the only option? Can we try a hospital and they have
I'm not going to
resources?
a hospital. I'm not trying to be mean. Hospitals do no good for me. They don't. It is pointless. I would be taking up a bed for someone else. I have been to the hospital 50 plus times since the age of 6 on up. They don't do anything for me. And I refuse to take a bed for someone else.
All right, well, you're on your own, hon. I wish you the best. I don't have any answers for you. But you're going to get hate. Kyle's going to get hate. And it's not good for your mental health either.
Well, it's either people are going to be here for the long run or they're not going to be here at all. I mean, it's everybody's choice.
Yeah, exactly. It is everybody's choice. You're 100%. Just like it's their choice to give you money. Just like it's their choice to do whatever. But you are very good at making a disaster, son. And I'm just going to be real honest. You block me, you do you. But
I'm not going to block you because I can care less what people think. Like I said, I'm in my I don't give a fuck era. You say what you want.
Which is, and that's why we go back and forth. And I always try to be very respectful.
Kiki, before you remove me or anything, let me speak my mind like she did. My point is, there's so many hundreds of followers and 100 people supported you to get you away from Kyle because of his abuse and narcissistic behavior. You live in a filthy house that's not going to help your health at all. He abuses you, he takes your money, and he's a bum. He doesn't do anything for you. You worked so hard to get away from him. I get it. I don't like to be alone either. But at the same time, you're going back to somewhere that is horrible for your mental health. And you wonder why all these people have hate on you and if people talk about you is because you want to get rid of Kyle so bad. We get you away from him and within a week or two, you're begging to go back to him. Kyle is not the move at all, Kiki.
Okay, then what other option
And you're
do I
saying
have?
people should be here for the Kiki, let me speak, please. My thing is you've grown supporters, right or wrong.
I have.
We've all
But it's
grown.
also not good for me to
Kiki,
be by myself.
and it's not good for you to go back to a narcissist that abuses you.
Okay, what other option
It's
do I
not
have?
suitable to have
Tired of
people
staying
keep
in a
paying for
fucking
hotels.
hotel.
Yeah, it's not suitable. This is you got even with all these supporters, it is not sustainable to keep her in a hotel.
But she has options to change her ways
I
instead of
agree, and
going
that's
back
what
to
I'm here to
Kyle.
say. But the hotel route isn't. It isn't.
And I'm tired of going shelter to fucking shelter. I'm tired of it. Like,
Kiki,
y'all
but
say
you're
you
gonna go back to
understand my
Kyle. You're
mental
gonna get a
health.
job.
You don't understand my mental health. Do you guys see yourself hanging off of a coat hanger? Do you see that when you're by yourself? No, y'all fucking don't.
You don't know that. And
Kyle's gonna make you feel the same way.
There's lots of people who are mentally ill, Kiki, and I understand where you're coming from, and that's why I'm saying you need help in the mental. You don't need to. Do you remember how bad it was there?
Yeah, but do you remember how bad it is when I'm by myself? Y'all are hating every time I come on here.
Girl,
saying,
I
hey,
haven't said
help
one
for
word.
a fucking hotel room.
No, what we on David's side, those people we've giggled about a few things, but we are not talking shit on you. Do we want you on this app begging for money? Hell no. Do we think your supporters can support you? long enough to get you where you need to be. No, we
Absolutely.
don't. We don't think they can keep you in a hotel long enough. So it is like a shit show. But it's a repeated cycle is the problem. And keep doing what you did last time. It didn't work. You've done it how many times, sweetie? You do what you want to do. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here as a person who sees a person who needs help. And that's it. I'm not financially supporting you, so you do you, boo. That's it. But living in a household with their language, their way of speaking to each other is not mentally safe. That is how they speak to each other. That's not going to change. Are you ready to get back in that? I mean, like I said, this is your life.
But if she's so mentally unstable, which she claims to be, why'd she leave her medicine at Jacob's house and Jacob offered to bring it and she said, I don't need them?
Because
not
mental
that
health
wasn't
people
for my
don't
mental
like the
health
medicine. They don't like the side effects. And I
It
understand that.
wasn't
And
for
I
my
have to
mental health. I
babysit
have
my
not took
daughter.
mental health medicine in about 2 to 3 years.
Well, then you need to.
No, I won't. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna walk around being
All
a
right.
fucking zombie
Well,
or a
Kiki,
shell of
I love
myself.
you. I love you. I'm a supporter of you. But if you go back to Kyle, use my full support. Because that's not where you need to be. You're an adult. You make your own choices. That's fine. But it sounds like a pity party and you're using every excuse to go back to Kyle.
I read on Reddit. I don't know if it's true, and you don't have to put it out here, but it sounds like your mom's doing better. Is that an option?
No, she's not even at the house anymore.
Okay.
And I see why Kyle wants Kiki to come back because she gets her SSI check in 3 days.
Well, I'm no fan of Kyle's either. We all know, God forbid, that mouth. But
yeah, Kyle can't do anything. He likes to sit on his ass all day.
I'm not going to disrespect him right now because I would be very, very rude and probably get booted. I'm not a fan. They both have mental health issues that need to be addressed.
Exactly, Brown Eyes. They all want her money. We already know this.
But just like we say when we were arguing with you guys about Kiki just wanting your guys' money, she's grown. She does what she does. It's her money to do it.
I've never gave
And
Kiki money.
I'm not saying you personally. I mean, I'm just talking in general.
Oh, God. Here comes Big Mouth.
Okay, I gotta.
Go ahead,
You gotta
Kyle.
keep saying it. One, I can care less about a check. Two, like I told her, she's more than welcome to come back here. That way, she's not out on the streets and in the hotel room going back and forth. And like I've done told her, if she wants to come back here, that's fine. And even if she wants, I will sleep downstairs, but she has the upstairs for herself. I'm just giving her help. That way, she's not on the street. And so y'all call me a low-life narcissistic scumbag. Y'all can call me whatever you damn well want to.
Just move that seat back.
I kill that. One, I have interviews lined up that I'm going to. Trying to get a damn job. Two, Kenisha has appointments that she has to go to. That way she will have, and so she's coming here, she would have a ride back and forth to her appointments.
Kyle, I have a question for you.
Hey,
Are you okay with her only being with you because it's easy?
but it's her decision, not your guys'.
We already talked about it last night. He has offered me a place to stay since I've been back out on the streets. It is a place for me to stay. He understands that. He understands I'm not ready to jump right back into a relationship.
Oh yeah, I perfectly understand that. And it's both.
We've already done discussed that.
As far as it goes right now, me and her are just friends. If me and her get back together in the future, then so be it. But that is mine and her business, not your guys'.
I don't want it to be my business, bro. I want what's mentally safe for her. Because somebody unaliving themselves is real. And I'm not down with that shit. Then
I know that. Trust me. I mean,
then you know it's not a safe place for her around your house.
One, right now, the only person at the house is me. My sister's at the hospital with my mom.
But she's going to be living there, and you know it's not a safe place for Kiki.
It's better than her being out on the streets in the freezing cold. She
It's
could
not.
get to her appointments like she needs to. She could work on herself like she needs to. I'm here for her
Okay,
if she
so
needs to
Kyle,
talk.
answer this for me. How can she work on herself? I get it. She said that she's not ready to jump back into a relationship with you, and you claim that you understand. But give it 24 hours. You guys are going to be posted up as boyfriend and girlfriend, saying that this is what you guys wanted.
Nope,
You
that's
know
not
you're
gonna
a
be.
narcissist, and you know you abuse Kiki. That's not a safe place to go.
One,
Your
I
sister
never
hates
abused
Kiki,
her.
so Kiki just lies about you being abusive.
Kenisha, have I ever laid my hands on you in a violent manner?
I've already told them the only thing you ever did was roughhouse me.
And that was when we
Roughhouse.
were roughhousing together playing around.
Or when I tried to go after Allie, she wouldn't stop running her mouth.
Yeah, that was when I grabbed you up because I knew the outcome of that situation and I wasn't going to have that.
All right. Well, like I said in a small town, as she said, it's not our business what you guys do. It's both of your choices. But at the end of the day, Kiki gives us money, and I know rent and all the bills are due. And I know exactly why she's going back to Kyle to take care of Kyle.
No, I could kill, like I've done said this, we could care less about her as a
Oh,
side
it's
chick.
been 3 years and you haven't held a job once. Kiki's held a job multiple times.
I have held a job.
Okay.
Just because I don't go live or on TikTok whatsoever, really, doesn't mean I don't have.
Kyle, Kiki used to come on here dating you, begging for money. That means you don't work.
When have I begged for money?
Wow. Go ask Reddit. Reddit will tell you.
Yeah,
Reddit lies.
Reddit is nothing but a shitstorm page.
Yep, there he goes.
Well,
I mean, it
feel
does start shit, but
I feel like Reddit's the truth, and they just put the truth out there, and you guys don't like it
that's your
because
opinion.
I blocked a lot of people last night for Kiki because Kiki wanted to know who they were, and guess what? Every single one of them are unblocked today, and they're in this chat right now.
Well, again, you blocked the people from there, and you believe Reddit because that is your opinion, not one else's.
I know, but Kiki said yesterday, she was like, I wish I knew who was behind Reddit, the Reddit pages.
Yeah, I did say that. You're right, Nina. I did.
And what did we do? Me, Chris, and Paris, we were up until almost 1 o'clock in the morning blocking these people while Kenisha was sleeping. We found everybody who ever hated on her on Reddit. And guess what, Kyle? She unblocked them today because they're in this chat room.
Actually, I didn't unblock nobody.
Heaven Brook is in here, and Vicious Disease is in here. Everybody's in here that I blocked.
My account's not on private anymore.
Okay,
And if you just
Nana,
mute the account, they're gonna come back in. It's
Nana,
only
I could tell you this for a fact. I know for a fact she didn't unblock him because the moment she woke up, she called me. She called me and walked all the way to McDonald's after getting out of the hotel, and not even 5 minutes later, she hopped on live.
So how did they all become unblocked?
Like she just
if you
said.
mute the account.
No, I blocked them.
Okay, well then I don't know because I didn't unblock anybody.
We
I'm not
completely
gonna unblock a whole bunch of people.
We completely went in there as we were following them on Reddit, and we found their names on TikTok. We muted them, and then they spoke on Reddit, and then that's how we knew it was them. So we went back and we blocked them. That's how I know they were blocked.
That situation being, I have no clue because I'm not, as you guys know, I'm not a fucking mod whatsoever. So I can't block or anything like that.
Junebug, I don't care. We sat here and blocked everybody last night.
So on that behalf, I have no clue because I know Kenisha sure the hell didn't because the moment she got up, she called me and walked over to McDonald's, and after that, me and her got off the phone like 5 minutes after she was on live. So.
And this chat saying that I want attention. I get plenty of attention. I don't need this. I'm looking out for Kiki's safety.
That's why I actually came on here really quick. Hi, guys. I watch you a lot, Kiki, and I actually wish that I had people like Nina and Small Town. And I'm not saying that everybody's case is the same, but what I want you to know is that I ended up in a coma because of my kid's father, and it started with roughhousing and pushing. Once a man is comfortable enough to even push you or put his hands on you, knowing that he's 10 times, 15, 30, 50 times, in his case, bigger than you, I'm sorry, but you don't need that. But unfortunately, we can all sit here in a box till our faces are blue. And until this girl wants to help herself, you guys, she is not. Because she is still brainwashed by this kid, whoever it is.
Okay, I gotta say something on that. That is
people
funny
like
than
Nina.
shit,
No,
kinda.
I've been on her lives and I've seen her
Not,
lives. I've seen
not.
her lives.
I'm
I've
not
seen
saying
you
that it's funnier
whispering things for
than
her to
shit that
say.
you went through it. I'm not funny that you
All I'm
went through
gonna
it, but
say
that's
is
funny as
that
hell
I
because you
wish I
think
had friends like Nina. I wish I
when
had
me
friends
and
like Small Town. I wish I had friends like this that sat in the box and didn't sugarcoat shit and make you feel good about yourself just because they are gonna know you have a place to go to tonight. When your friends are gonna worry about you, your friends are gonna genuinely worry about you.
the
Once you get used
only
to a shelter,
time,
which you should never get used to it,
the only
but you
time that
have
me and
to
her
feel
rough up was when we were
uncomfortable.
play,
Kiki,
when we were
have to
playing
get uncomfortable
around.
to get comfortable with yourself. You're still very young. You're very beautiful. You're capable. You don't need that man, especially that man. I'm sorry. And that's all. I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to talk down on you. I've watched you for over 2 years now. Don't even have Reddit. I don't even know what that app is. But I wish that I had friends like you have in this box right now. I wish I had friends that knocked on my door. I wish I had friends that told me what these females are telling you. And I just hope that one day for
What?
yourself, not for
Okay.
not for anybody, that you're strong for yourself. And I
Okay, I
really,
understand where you're
really,
coming
really
from, and
wish
I'm
that
sure
for
you
you.
understand where you're coming from. But I'm gonna say this.
He can't even
Kyle, why
control
don't you be
himself.
quiet
He
for
can't
one
even stop
second
talking.
and let someone
He
talk?
can't even control himself. Self-control. You're a grown man. You can't even control yourself. So what makes you think that we think that she's okay when she tries to speak?
Oh, that's funny because I can't control myself. It's just over
Keep left onto
what
Ashland
guys
That's all I
think
have to
that you
say,
guys
Kiki. I
thinking
really wish
that
you the
you guys are
best in
thinking
life,
that
girl.
there's
You
other
got some
choices
good
and shit
girls in this
when
box. You got some
she's
good
done
friends
tried
in
all
this
that.
box, some real, genuine people in this box. And I hope that you take the advice for your own sake.
Well, I think that I messaged Kiki the other day when she got off alive because everybody was mad at her. I offered to help Kiki find information, but Kiki refused. Kiki didn't even have to give me her exact location. She could have gave me like a county over, and nobody still would have never known where she was at. And I offered to look up information for Kiki, but Kiki said she did not want to give no anything out. So, I mean, I tried to help her with information to where she could go to a shelter, apply for food stamps, apply for anything to help her, but she did not want it.
Kiki, can I just say one more thing and then I'll drop out? Because, like at the end of the day, you're grown. You do what you need to do. But please stop telling people Reddit is all hate. It's not all accurate. It's not all correct.
I
But
didn't say it's all hate. I've said
I
that
know.
Redder would be the first one to call, the cops if something were to ever happen.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate them for that.
Yeah, but the cycle is proven on Reddit. Your cycle, your behavior, and I want you to, with open eyes when you're healthy, to go read it and look at the other side. It's not all hate in there. There's a lot of hate, and I know it is, and I'm not trying to downsize play it, but there's a lot of people in there that do care for your safety. And maybe you can see the cycle that we're teasing, what I call teasing, making jokes or whatever you want to call my bashing, whatever you want to call it, what I do on here. Um, it's a recycled process, and so it makes you an easy target sometimes, and that's not fair. But let's be real. Some people's shit shows is other people's humor, and I wish you the best on your mental journey. Good luck.
Honestly, she's gonna have to learn on her own. I mean, there's 466 people in here. Like the other girl said, we can talk to her till we're blue in the face, but she's gonna do what she's gonna do. She's gonna go where she's gonna go, and it's just gonna have to be a lesson she's gonna have to learn on her own. If she's gotta fall on her face, then she's gonna have to fall on her face to learn.
I would say something, but I've already got violated on here for harassment. But one thing I do gotta say is, yes, Kiki is gonna have to learn on herself. And Kiki, hold on one second. I want to say something to your chat. I'm not muting anybody in this chat at all. I'm sitting here talking to Kiki and Kyle. So for Reddit to even be speaking on me right now, you're irrelevant. But anyways, back to the thing I was gonna say. With what you just said, Kiki is her own person. She makes her own choice. And it's going to take her to learn, like, hey, I have to open my eyes and see that this isn't going right for me. But it's going to take Kyle knocking her out or abusing her to the point where she's like, damn, I really fucking notice now.
Okay, I'm
Because
gonna say this.
Kyle, before you speak, Kiki tells us everything when she leaves you. Kiki shows everything when she leaves you. We know all about you. Kyle, and you claim Reddit is fake and Reddit's this big drama thing. No, Reddit is true. Reddit calls you out day in and day out, and that's why you call it fake.
No,
I
I'm
didn't
gonna say
know.
this.
Hold on, Kyle. I didn't know Reddit until yesterday when the ladies in this chat helped me understand what the hell Reddit was. And I joined Reddit and I watched them and they blur everything out about Kyle and Kiki. Kenisha, I'll tell you this right now. I haven't liked you for a while. I thought you were this horrible person that begged on TikTok just like everybody else. And I'm not going to lie to you. I've done that. But in the last 2 to 3 weeks, I've grown so much to liking you because I felt like you wanted to change. And here now, it's just showing you that because you're down bad and your last option is Kyle, you're running back to Kyle. You know, for 1 second, if Jacob was still here, you would not be running back to Kyle. You didn't want Kyle a week ago, and now all of a sudden you want Kyle back. I'm not saying how to run your life, but the lady that was in here that said her baby father put her in a coma, you have to listen to yourself. You have to look at your surroundings. Kyle may be offering you a roof over your head, but at the end of the day, that place is not safe for you.
And if he can talk to his mother and his sister the way that he can talk to his mother and sister, do not hesitate to think for 1 minute that he will not talk to you that way, because it's a pattern. It's a pattern. I'm a DV survivor, and I see the pattern. They will sit and tell you, I will change, I will change, I will change. It'll never
Me
happen,
too.
it'll never happen, it'll never happen. And it's going to happen, it's going to happen, it's going to happen. It may not happen right away, but it's going to happen. And let me tell you, I have a 19-year-old and I have a 17-year-old. And let me tell you, as young as my children are, I have had to prevent both of them, since last year, from being in a narcissist relationship because of the control. There will not be no man or woman that's going to control my children as long as I'm alive. Kyle controls you. Allie,
No, I don't.
Kyle, we all see it. We've seen it on live. You guys was just in the grocery store. Kenisha left you, and she wanted to get corn on the cob. She put it back because y'all was concerned about how much money she was spending.
No, that wasn't the case. It was more than likely how we were gonna cook it. You kind of got to boil corn on the cob or
Hey,
grill it.
Kiki,
And you didn't have to grill.
you don't know me. You don't. But I have been following you for a very long time. Let me tell you something. 2 days ago, I got out of a DV, domestic violence situation. I almost lost my life because of it. Because he was a narcissist. I went back. I will not go back this time. I'm going to tell you something, girl. You're strong. You can get out of it. I know you may not want to be alone, but let me tell you something. There is women out here that will stand behind you 100 and help you get through this. Now, Kyle, what I want to say to you, I don't care if I get banned or not. I've got three or four more backup accounts. You're a sorry SOB for laying your hands on her. I don't care what you got to say.
Then you guys are stupid.
We see it, Kyle. We're
What?
not stupid.
I never laid my hands
I
on her in
wish
a
you would
violent
tell
way.
me that to my
You
face.
know
Turn the
only
camera on
yourself
and
and
tell
play
it to
the
my
game.
face.
Two.
I want to say domestic violence
The only
is.
time I
Can
grabbed her
y'all
was
hear
when
me?
when her and
Yeah,
Allie
we
was
hear
gonna
you.
be in
Domestic
a
violence
fight, and
is
I
not a
held
joke.
her back. That's it.
Wait, who's talking?
It's me, Emily.
Oh, your box didn't light up blue, so we're like,
That's
who's
why I
talking?
asked if you could hear me because it's not
We can
lighting
hear
up.
you.
I'm just gonna hop on here and say that I just helped a friend on TikTok that just recently just got out of the same situation. And I don't physically know her, but I helped her out and made her go back home. Because if not, she would have been dead. She was not allowed to have her phone. She was not allowed to have a friend. She was not allowed to have anything but go to work and come home. While he goes and cheats on her. That shit's not okay. And he did put hands on her. But that's, I'm not going to put that out like that's my business. That's her business. I just want to say domestic violence, like I told her, is not a joke. I lost my cousin from domestic violence. I lost my what is it? I lost one of my other family members from domestic violence. It's not a joke, and it's sad, you know?
Milkshake.
Kiki, I'm gonna say this. I know shelters because I'm in the state. I'm in the state that you're in. I know shelters that will take you. I can get a hold of people that will help you. You don't have to go back to the domestic violence. You don't want to have bruises like that. Burn marks.
Even
Speak
if he
out up.
doesn't hit Kiki, like people are
Let me tell
saying.
you something. Once you get in that lifestyle, you can't get out. What if you die?
Exactly.
Cal, you better
Who's
shut your goddamn mouth up.
who's to say he actually put his hands on her though? Because I know for one, Kenisha, I don't know if you remember me, but quite a while back, I think it was last year or the year before.
I've already said several times he has never physically hit me. He has roughhoused me. Yes,
Right.
he has pulled me in one spot. Yes.
Right, and me and you have talked on Facebook Messenger with your old set of mods when you were still sitting outside of the church. You remember that? You guys were in one hotel right before the church. And you had that old set of mods. I'm not going to name names, but me and you have talked on Facebook before. And I just want to say Kyle is not a perfect person. No, by no means is he a perfect person. You aren't either. I'm not either. Nobody in these boxes or in this chat is a perfect person. But what people need to realize is mental health is real. I deal with it. Okay. And you need to do what you feel is best. If you guys are not going to be together right now, that's fine. But I have watched you go through some real horrible shit. Real horrible shit that broke my heart. Okay. Not even physically knowing you, but it broke my heart to watch you go through some of this stuff. And for everyone to say, oh, you're going to lose my support if you go back, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Well, I'm sorry. And I know Nina's a mod. She can block me if she wants.
I'm not blocking anybody.
But that should not be the case.
I don't block
because
until Kiki tells me to.
People should want to support you regardless on what your choices are as a person. Because I, for one, would absolutely hate it if something bad happened to you.
Queen, I just want to
Okay.
say one thing because now I'm reading the comments and I listen to Kiki. So yes, if Kyle didn't physically abuse her by putting his hands on her and just roughhouse her, the point is he held her hostage multiple times. That's where DV starts at. And not only is mental health just physically, but it's mentally too. And he mentally abuses this girl day in and day out. At the end of the day, I don't know any of these women in this chat room. I don't know any of you in person. But Hannah, I adore you and I just want to hug you because of what you went through. I'm a domestic violence survivor myself. I was kidnapped. I was held hostage for 2 years, Kiki. It's not something to play about. Once you get out, you can't turn back. Was there times in my life
Look at
where
this
I
right
was
here.
alone and I'm like, you know what? I want to go back. I want to go back because he's all I known. I have a daughter by him. But at the end of the day, you have to put yourself first. And if that means being alone and struggling to find yourself, that's what you have to do. And you have so many females in here that support you 100%. And we stand behind you. Kiki, I know Reddit dislikes me. And I know everybody in this chat thinks I'm making this about me, but I'm not. I'm speaking just like everybody else.
Kiki, I'm gonna say this. I don't know if you can see it or not. You see that spot right there? That's not from my watch. I was tied up and held hostage.
Oh yeah, she was.
I have got bruises on me. Let me tell you something. It starts with the mental,
Hold on a minute.
then
Hold
the
on.
physical.
Honey, hold on. I'm gonna say this, Kiki. You don't know me, but I'm Hannah's fiance, and I actually saved her from this. And I'm not putting no feather in my cap for this. But honey, I'm gonna say this. You need to dig down deep, find the strength that you need to do what's right. If you feel you're being done wrong, then find that strength. Find somebody that's going to help you. to get you out of that situation. Because you're not in it alone. You're not. Hannah was in the same situation. I'm not
Kiki,
kidding.
just like I said,
I've been friends with Hannah for years.
only thing you have to do is message me.
Stand up.
I will give you my personal cell phone number. And I will help you get into shelters. I am headed back to Indiana. Right now, I'm leaving Georgia. Headed back that way.
This is the thing, like, I just want to say this real
Hey, Kiki, I just, this is not a domestic violence situation. Like, I'm sorry for everything you ladies went through. I went through it too. But this is not domestic violence. This is like just a toxic relationship between the both of them. The bottom line is they want to be together. Okay? If she was abused, she wouldn't want to go back. Let them do it. They're grown. Kenisha's done real shitty stuff. Kyle's done real shitty stuff. But the bottom line is, this is not fucking domestic violence. And we should really stop painting it as a picture of domestic violence because that's wrong for those of us who went through it. Okay?
I mean,
When
shit,
it comes to
I'm no perfect angel
when it
whatsoever.
comes to the mental health stuff, you have to want to get help to fix your mental health. If you don't want to take the help, that's your fault. There's no excuse to be, you can't blame it on mental health because you won't accept the help. The bottom line is we need to stop like enabling her and sending her fucking money. Let her make her choices. She's a grown ass woman. When it comes to the money, she's going to have to pay bills if she lives in somebody else's house. That's not them taking her money. That's her having to contribute. And that's all I have to say.
I just, hold on.
Hold on one quick second. I'm going to say one more thing quick and then I'm going to drop and then please let Kyle speak.
Nobody wants to hear Kyle.
I agree with some of the things that the girl that was just up here said. I do not agree with certain things that that girl said. I, for one, struggle with mental health really bad. I got 2 children, one of which went through chemo, and she struggles as well because of the chemotherapy and everything she had to go through. Neither one of us will take anxiety or depression meds because it screws us up more. People need to understand that with some people, antidepressants will mess you up more than help you. It does help a lot of people, and I do get that, but at the same time, it is dangerous for some people. Kenisha, do not do something that you don't feel is right, please. I get that, you know, when I first started watching you, I was against you. I thought you were you and Kyle were scamming, all this stuff, but in reality, you guys are just trying to make shit work. Like, shit's hard. It's really fucking hard. And Kyle, I do feel like you can try a little harder sometimes. I get that you know, you do sometimes, you do treat Kenisha bad, but at the same time, I've seen Kenisha do the same to you. Like the girl said, it is a toxic relationship, but at the same time, you need to do what's best for you. You know what's gonna hurt you and what's not. If going back with Kyle is gonna save your life, please do that. For me, please do that. I don't know you. Again, I've talked to you a couple times off the app, but I don't actually know you. But I'll be damned if I turn this app on and see another fucking person on my For You page that had unalived themselves because they listened to their chat or they listened to these people. If going back is going to save your life, do it. If going back is not going to save your life, don't do it. But you are the only person who knows what's going to be best for you.
Can I speak? Because I have a real job to get to. Can I speak real fast?
I don't know. Are you going to be disrespectful? Because you are. I'm not going to allow you to.
Not to you, but I am going to be to Kenisha because I've been watching Kenisha probably way longer than you. So here's the problem with you guys coming on here and trauma dumping is she's going to use your story to get money. So go ahead and keep telling her your story because she's going to use it. The only reason why she's doing this is because she has nowhere else to go. If you guys were funding her hotel room, she wouldn't be going back to Kyle. Also, I do want to point out, she said multiple times that Kyle has never put hands on her. Has he been verbally abusive? Has he said things? Absolutely. But she's not innocent in no way, shape, or form. You see her, how she's up there pouting and she's not saying anything? It's because all you are up here defending her. You're defending her actions. You're defending her lying about getting beat up, all of that stuff. And then you're telling her your stories. So that way when she does leave Kyle, she can come on here and tell that same story. So go ahead and keep telling her your story because I'll be sitting right here listening to her tell your story. So
Okay, I gotta say
she don't give
something.
two shits about your trauma. She don't give two shits about none of that. She likes that you're telling her your story so she can use it.
Real quick,
Okay, I
Katie,
have to
you
say
can fuck
something.
off because that
I
is
will
not the
fuck off
case.
because I'm
But
saying
whatever the
everything
fuck
I
you
say.
think
Okay,
is gonna make
let me say
Else
something.
wants to
Queen
say, but
Katie,
no,
let me say
people
something.
like you come
Let
up in
me
this
say
box
something,
and tell her
please.
your story.
Well, okay, I get that. But one, as you guys know, she's not pouting. She's just, my guess is cold and trying to be comfortable. Two, everybody struggles with mental health. I mean, shit. I'm gonna tell you something that I told Kenisha and
They
my
already know.
cousin talked me out of doing, and a little part of me talked me out of doing. It was about a week ago. I put a fucking gun to my head. Yes, trigger warning. I put a gun to my head. Did not pull the trigger, and I threw the damn gun across the room because of that. So yeah, my mental health is shit as well, just like hers. And I understand for a fact that she's wanting to come here, get away from the situation of being out on the streets and shit like that. That way, and come over here. That way, she has someone to talk to other than you guys about her mental health. Yes, I'm no perfect angel by far.
Need to speak.
I'm no perfect angel by far.
Been speaking. Amy hasn't had a chance. I just want to say, girl, you have to break the cycle. You have to, or it's gonna just continue to be this every time you turn around. You have to know when to leave and stay gone. I mean, this can't be the life you want to live. It's not. No one wants to live like this. And if he's such a narcissist, girl, why do you keep going back? Like when y'all break up, you post.
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt, but Kiki, you need to reset. You have a warning.
Okay, well,
If you don't want to get kicked off, you need to reset.
Chrissy, thank you for letting her know that because I didn't even know that.
No problem. I think it's because of the DUN.